Don't skip. How to instantly see someone's true colors. Just look for these 5 signs. Stoicism. To see someone's true character, notice only 5 things. Stoicism. Welcome to Stoic in your life before you think about skipping ahead. Let me ask you something. How well do you really know the people around you, or even yourself? What I'm about to share isn't just another quick list of personality tests or surface-level tips. It's a deep dive into ancient Stoic wisdom, a philosophy so profound that it shaped the way people understand human nature for over 2,000 years. Today we're exploring 5 key observations, simple yet incredibly powerful, that can uncover a person's true character. And yes, these principles are just as relevant in our fast-paced modern world as they were in the age of Marcus Aurelius. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and prepare to rethink what it means to truly understand someone. These 5 timeless principles won't just transform the way you see others, they'll challenge you to live with greater clarity, integrity, and wisdom. Let's dive in and uncover the truth about human character through the lens of Stoicism. Number 1. Treating those who can't. Number 1. Treating those who can't help. Help unveiling a person's true character has long been a subject of fascination and contemplation. Both in philosophy and in daily life, one of the most telling ways to understand someone's inner values is to observe how they treat people who hold no power over them or offer no clear benefit in return. This principle is central to Stoic philosophy, with Seneca famously advising, "Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you." These interactions strip away the masks people wear to impress, revealing whether their kindness is genuine or merely a strategic tool in an increasingly transactional world. This lens offers a timeless way to assess not just others but also ourselves. At the heart of this concept lies the way people interact with service workers, subordinates, or strangers. A genuine smile, a heartfelt thank you, or a simple gesture of acknowledgement to someone delivering a meal or ringing up groceries may seem inconsequential. Yet these small carry immense weight, reflecting a person's respect for shared humanity. When a person holds the door for a stranger or offers to help someone struggling with their bags, they demonstrate a level of compassion and selflessness that transcends societal norms. On the other hand, someone who dismisses these individuals with irritation or indifference exposes a deeper truth about their character, one rooted in arrogance, entitlement, or a lack of empathy. Accidental everyday interactions also serve as subtle but profound tests of character. Imagine someone walking briskly through a crowded street and being bumped into by an elderly individual. The compassionate response might be a reassuring smile or a soft "no worries," while the impatient individual might react with annoyance or even aggression. These unscripted moments of inconvenience provide a rare, unfiltered glimpse into how a person truly views others. Are they quick to assume malice, or do they extend the benefit of the doubt? This is where modern Stoicism provides a valuable framework, recognizing that we cannot control what happens to us, but can always control how we respond. These responses reflect the values guiding our behavior and our ability to live harmoniously with others. Another revealing dimension lies in how someone interacts with vulnerable groups, such as the homeless or marginalized communities. The act of stopping to offer spare change, a warm greeting, or even a moment of acknowledgement requires no great effort, yet it demonstrates a profound sense of humanity. Ignoring or dismissing such individuals, however, often signals a deeper disconnection from the shared struggles of life. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What injures the hive injures the bee." The Stoic understanding of our interconnectedness suggests that when we fail to respect and uplift others, we harm ourselves. As well, extending kindness in these moments not only benefits the recipient, but also reinforces the giver's own sense of moral integrity. These small, consistent acts of kindness ripple outward. While grand gestures often receive the most recognition, it is the quiet, unnoticed moments of humanity that build trust, inspire others, and reflect the true moral character of a person. The individual who consistently treats others with dignity, regardless of their social or economic status, is one who embodies the virtues central to modern Stoicism. They act not because they seek recognition or reward, but because they believe in the inherent worth of others. This quiet consistency is a reflection of their inner values, not external circumstances. Their kindness, like a steady flame, illuminates not just their character but also the lives of those they touch in today's fast-paced and often self-centered world. These principles are more relevant than ever. Helping a janitor clean up a spill or pausing to listen to a stranger in distress might not earn public applause. Yet these moments reflect an authentic moral compass. As Epicus reminds us, don't explain your philosophy. Embody it in this way. The practice of kindness is not about display, but about living in alignment with one's values. Cultivating this awareness in ourselves requires ongoing reflection and effort. How do we treat those who cannot offer us anything in return? Are we polite and considerate towards service workers, patient with others during moments of inconvenience, and compassionate toward those in need? These questions are not merely rhetorical. They challenge us to examine our behavior and align it with our principles. Modern Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what is within our control, our actions, our words, and our attitude, while letting go of the desire for external validation. When we treat others with dignity and kindness, we cultivate not only a good reputation, but also inner peace. The lesson here is timeless and universal. The way someone treats people who can neither help nor harm them is the truest measure of their character. This principle is as applicable in the workplace as it is in personal life. Consider a leader who consistently respects their employees, listens to their concerns, and fosters a positive environment even when no one is watching. The goal is not just to judge others, but to use these observations as a guide for self-improvement. By striving to treat everyone with fairness and respect, we become role models in our own right, demonstrating the kind of character that Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius championed. As modern Stoicism teaches, the pursuit of virtue is a lifelong journey, one marked by the daily choices we make in our interactions with others. These choices, no matter how small, define the legacy we leave behind. In embracing these lessons, we create a ripple effect of positivity that transcends individual interactions. By consistently practicing kindness, empathy, and respect, we contribute to a more harmonious world. True character, after all, is not about what we say, but about what we do when no one is watching. It is through these actions that we find meaning and purpose, not only in our own lives, but in the broader fabric of humanity. Such is the enduring wisdom of Stoicism, offering a guide not only for evaluating others, but for living with integrity, compassion, and resilience. Number 2, handling minor. Number 2, handling minor inconveniences. Inconveniences. How we respond to minor inconveniences in life. Those everyday irritations like slow traffic, misplaced items, or a delayed coffee order provide a profound window into our true character. These moments, often dismissed as trivial, are significant in revealing the depth of our emotional resilience and self-control. As Epicus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This enduring Stoic principle holds a mirror to our instincts, offering unguarded glimpses of who we truly are when faced with life's smaller disruptions. In many ways, these small moments test our ability to embody patience, adaptability, and understanding, the cornerstones of modern Stoicism. The rawness of our reactions to minor inconveniences lays bare our authentic selves, as they often occur without conscious thought. Consider the individual whose meal arrives slightly cold at a restaurant. One person might berate the server, venting frustration, while another calmly requests a solution. The difference is striking, showing the former's lack of self-regulation and the latter's composed demeanor. Similarly, during a traffic jam, one driver may blare their horn in anger, spreading tension to everyone around them, while another might use the delay to listen to an enlightening podcast, meditate, or simply practice acceptance. These scenarios demonstrate that how we handle the small inconveniences of life often matters more than the grand gestures of calmness we exhibit in planned situations, where maintaining a composed facade is easier. Work environments also amplify the significance of handling minor setbacks. Imagine a technical glitch or a delayed email response. Does the person in question escalate the problem with frustration, or do they pause to consider actionable solutions? The one who reacts calmly not only resolves the issue more efficiently, but also sets a tone of collaboration and understanding within their team. These reactions ripple outward, impacting workplace culture and interpersonal dynamics. A composed response fosters harmony, while a short-tempered reaction creates unnecessary tension, underscoring the Stoic idea that you have power over your mind. Not outside events realize this, and you will find strength. As Marcus Aurelius observed, the beauty of these moments is that they are opportunities for growth, handling life's minor disruptions. With grace signals and ability to adapt, a key trait of resilience, a person who smiles and accepts the wrong coffee order. Perhaps even using the opportunity to thank the barista demonstrates inner peace and the wisdom to prioritize their emotional well-being over fleeting frustrations. Such actions show maturity and emotional intelligence, the hallmark of modern Stoicism in practice, by reframing inconveniences as challenges to overcome, rather than annoyances to endure. Individuals cultivate a mindset that values calm over chaos and action over reaction. Conversely, poor handling of minor irritations often creates a negative ripple effect. Someone who explodes in anger over slow internet speeds may inadvertently sour the mood of everyone around them. These knee-jerk reactions betray an inability to regulate emotions, which can erode relationships and increase personal stress. Worse still, they can make small issues feel disproportionately large, pulling us further from the equanimity. The Stoics so highly regarded, Seneca's advice is poignant here. A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is dwelling on inconveniences, magnifies their impact, while choosing to rise above them diminishes their hold over us. Minor inconveniences are not just challenges, but also mirrors reflecting our inner world. They reveal how we cope with life's unpredictability and show whether we bring peace or discord into our daily interactions. Handling these moments with patience, positivity, and emotional control is not just about preserving our own serenity, but also about creating a more harmonious environment for others. When we choose calm over chaos, we inspire those around us to do the same, embodying the Stoic ideal of being a calm harbor in the storms of daily life. This strength of character practiced consistently transforms not just us, but also our communities, reminding us that the principles of modern Stoicism are timeless tools for navigating both the monumental and the mundane. Number 3, time, and number 3, time, and commitments. Commitments. One of the most profound ways to uncover someone's true character is to observe how they treat the most precious resource we all possess. Time. Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely noted, "We're tight-fisted with property and money, yet think too little of wasting time." This insight underscores a truth that resonates across centuries. How we manage our time reveals our priorities, values, and the depth of our discipline. If you take a moment to watch how someone interacts with their commitments and schedules, you'll begin to see the intricate map of their inner values unfold. Punctuality, for instance, is a simple but powerful indicator. When someone consistently arrives on time, they're sending a clear message. They value their commitments and respect the time of others. Contrast this with the individual who is perpetually late. Chronic tardiness might seem trivial, but it often points to deeper issues: disorganization, a lack of self-awareness, or even an inflated sense of self-importance. Imagine someone showing up to an important event or meeting, late, repeatedly inconveniencing others. Their actions silently declare, "My time is more valuable than yours." Would you trust someone with such a mindset? Stoicism teaches us to measure others not by their words but by their deeds, and how they manage their time is a deed we cannot ignore. Equally telling is how someone handles their commitments, especially under pressure. Think about a colleague or friend who consistently meets deadlines even when the stakes are high. Their reliability doesn't just demonstrate discipline, it builds trust. Compare this to someone who routinely makes promises they fail to keep, disrupting group dynamics and eroding credibility. In Stoic terms, keeping one's commitments reflects integrity and respect for others. 2 pillars of strong character. How do the people around you honor their promises? Whether in personal relationships or professional settings, do their actions align with their words? The way someone spends their free time is another window into their soul. Imagine a person who dedicates their weekends to volunteering, spending quality time with loved ones, or pursuing personal growth. Now picture someone else who spends those same hours lost in endless scrolling, binge-watching shows, or indulging in other trivial distractions while leisure and relaxation are essential. Excessive time wasted on unproductive pursuits often reflects a lack of direction or purpose. Stoicism reminds us to use time wisely, treating it as a gift not to be squandered. What do your own habits say about your priorities? How might you shift them to align more closely with your values? Time management isn't just about self-discipline, it's also a measure of empathy. A person who respects the time of others demonstrates fairness and consideration. Think about a professional who arrives prepared for meetings, sticking to schedules and avoiding unnecessary delays. Their actions show a clear acknowledgement of the collective effort required to work efficiently. On the other hand, those who waste others' time through poor preparation or a lack of accountability highlight a selfish disregard for shared efforts. How do you balance your own needs with the needs of others when it comes to time flexibility? Two plays a crucial role. Life is unpredictable and even the best laid plans can go awry. Here the Stoic secret lies in adaptability. How someone reacts to unexpected disruptions can be incredibly revealing. A person who handles last-minute changes with calm and grace demonstrates emotional resilience and a balanced outlook, while someone who falls apart at the first sign of trouble may struggle to navigate life's inevitable uncertainties. Picture two friends planning a trip when the itinerary falls through. One calmly suggests alternatives while the other spirals into frustration. Which one would you rather rely on? Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot control while acting wisely within the sphere of what we can. Observing someone's relationship with time is like looking through a window into their character. Do they prioritize what truly matters? Are they reliable, considerate, and adaptable? Time, as the Stoics remind us, is a finite resource. Once spent, it cannot be recovered. Those who manage it wisely demonstrate not only personal maturity, but a profound respect for life itself and the people around them. Ask yourself, how do you treat your time, and what does it say about you? By mastering this Stoic secret, you can not only better understand others, but also refine your own approach to life, aligning it with your highest values. After all, as Seneca said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. How will you choose to spend the time you have left? Which of the following do you think reveals the most about true personality? Comment 1. For how a person treats people who can't help them. 2. For how they handle minor inconveniences. Or 3. For how they value time and commitment. Make sure to watch until the end. There's a surprising insight waiting for you. Number 4. Acting unseen. Number 4. Acting unseen. A person's true character is most vividly revealed in the moments when they believe no one is watching. A notion deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Zeno of Chium, the founder of Stoicism, emphasized that living in harmony with nature and reason requires unwavering consistency, regardless of external scrutiny. This principle underscores that integrity isn't defined by what we do when we are rewarded or punished, but by the actions we take when there are no apparent consequences. For instance, a seemingly mundane act such as returning a shopping cart at a grocery store becomes a litmus test of one's commitment to responsibility. When someone takes the time to place the cart in its proper spot, even in the rain or under pressing circumstances, they demonstrate a profound respect for shared spaces and a dedication to principles over convenience. Conversely, leaving the car to drift in the parking lot signifies indifference to communal well-being and an inclination to prioritize personal comfort over collective responsibility. Public spaces often serve as arenas where character is unconsciously displayed. Consider communal areas like break rooms, parks, or other shared environments. A person who cleans up after themselves without needing to be reminded or acknowledged exhibits a sense of accountability and thoughtfulness. This act of tidying up through minor signals an understanding that we each play a role in maintaining order and fairness. Neglecting such duties, however, indicates a lack of respect for others and a mindset that disregards the unspoken social contract. Similarly, handling shared resources with care, whether refilling an empty coffee pot in an office or properly disposing of trash, reflects an awareness of how personal actions impact the collective. Honesty in unobserved situations is perhaps one of the purest demonstrations of integrity. When someone finds a wallet or valuable item and chooses to return it or report it, rather than keeping it for personal gain, they act in alignment with a moral compass that transcends immediate self-interest. Such decisions mirror Epictetus's belief that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters. By choosing honesty in situations where deception might go unnoticed, a person showcases a commitment to virtue. On the other hand, succumbing to dishonesty in the absence of accountability reveals a readiness to compromise ethics for fleeting benefits, undermining the trustworthiness that is central to one's character. Workplace behavior offers another lens through which unseen actions can speak volumes. An employee who consistently meets deadlines, acknowledges the contributions of teammates, and maintains high standards, even when a manager isn't watching, exemplifies reliability and interdiscipline. Their actions res with the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within one's control, effort, diligence, and respect for others. In contrast, those who cut corners, share responsibilities, or claim undue credit in unmonitored scenarios reveal a lack of self-motivation and integrity. Such individuals often erode trust, proving themselves inconsistent and unreliable in matters big and small. Small, selfless acts performed without expectation of recognition carry profound meaning and further illuminate true character. Donating anonymously, standing up for someone in distress, or offering help to a stranger without broadcasting the deed reflects an intrinsic commitment to kindness and virtue. These actions align with Marcus Aurelius's assertion that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury, a reminder that virtue is its own reward, regardless of whether others acknowledge or repay it. Quiet acts of compassion show that an individual's moral compass is guided not by external validation, but by an unwavering belief in the inherent good. The choices we make in private profoundly shape who we are in public. The habits we form when unobserved, be they acts of kindness, responsibility, or honesty, create a foundation for how we navigate life's broader challenges. Marcus Aurelius's timeless wisdom. What we do now echoes in eternity, reminds us that every decision, no matter how small or unseen, contributes to the legacy of our character. By observing how people behave when they believe no one is looking, we uncover their deepest values and priorities. Moreover, these reflections invite us to examine our own unseen actions, challenging us to align our private behavior with the principles we profess in public. In the modern age, where surveillance and social media have transformed public behavior into a performance, the concept of unseen integrity becomes even more critical. Modern Stoicism teaches us that our worth is not defined by likes, followers, or external accolades, but by our ability to remain true to our principles, regardless of recognition. Returning the shopping cart, cleaning up after oneself, and honoring commitments in private might seem inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, yet these choices define the fabric of one's character. They remind us that the cultivation of integrity begins with the smallest, most personal decisions, building a foundation for a life guided by virtue. Living with this awareness transforms how we engage with the world. Instead of seeking external validation, we begin to focus on living in alignment with our values, finding satisfaction in knowing we've done the right thing, even when no one is watching. By striving for consistency between our private actions and public persona, we embody the essence of integrity, setting an example for others while fortifying our own sense of self-worth. This alignment, as modern Stoicism suggests, is the cornerstone of a meaningful and virtuous life, one where our actions resonate not only in the moment but in the enduring impact they leave on ourselves in the world. Number 5. Number 5. Handling power. Power in all its forms is one of the most revealing tests of character, acting as a mirror that reflects an individual's values, maturity, and sense of responsibility. The Stoics recognize that power magnifies a person's true nature, illuminating their virtues or exposing their flaws. Whether it's the authority of a team leader, the influence wielded in personal relationships, or the subtle power of holding privileged information, how one handles power speaks volumes about inner strength. Marcus Aurelius himself, an emperor, exemplified this when he wrote, "The true worth of a man is measured by the objects he pursues. Power, when rooted in virtue, uplifts not just the individual, but those around them, fostering trust, collaboration, and mutual respect. A person who wields power with humility and service demonstrates leadership of the highest order." Take, for example, a team leader newly entrusted with responsibility. If they prioritize the collective good by engaging with their team, understanding individual strengths, and addressing challenges, they create an environment of empowerment. This builds trust and fosters a culture where every member feels valued and motivated. Modern Stoicism teaches us to view such leadership not as an assertion of dominance, but as a service, a chance to elevate others and create harmony. Contrastingly, those who misuse power, whether through belittling others, withholding resources, or asserting control, unnecessarily reveal insecurity, masked as authority. Such individuals often equate power with superiority, prioritizing their personal gain over the well-being of others. Their actions sow discord, diminish their credibility, and erode relationships, reinforcing the timeless Stoic insight that no man is free who is not master of himself. Epicus, even in seemingly minor contexts, power unveils the essence of character. Consider the subtle influence of holding privileged information. Choosing to share it responsibly, or to keep it confidential when necessary, shows integrity and respect for others. On the other hand, using that information to gossip, manipulate, or undermine trust highlights a lack of ethical grounding. These small decisions, often unnoticed by the wider world, have profound ripple effects, reinforcing that true character is revealed in moments of subtlety, not spectacle. Compassion in positions of power is another vital measure of character, and it often shines in moments of pressure. A manager faced with a tough decision, for instance, who takes time to listen to differing perspectives and empathize with those affected, shows emotional intelligence and moral clarity. This ability to balance fairness with firmness not only resolves conflicts more effectively, but also inspires respect and loyalty in modern life, where leadership is frequently equated with assertiveness and decisiveness. Such empathy-driven approaches remind us of the importance of humanity and authority. Seneca's words resonate here. He is a great man that can treat his inferiors with kindness as well as his equals. Power also manifests in personal relationships, where it may seem less obvious, but is no less impactful. In friendships, family, or romantic partnerships, moments of influence frequently arise. Do we use those opportunities to uplift, offer support, or nurture the bond, or do we exploit them for personal gain, manipulating others to achieve our ends? The fairness and consideration with which we approach these interactions build or undermine the trust that forms the foundation of meaningful connections. For instance, in a disagreement with a partner, the ability to handle the situation calmly, avoiding coercion or emotional manipulation, reflects strength of character and emotional maturity. It is in these everyday moments that the principles of modern Stoicism find their deepest resonance, teaching us to act with both wisdom and compassion. Power is neither inherently good nor bad, it is merely a tool whose value depends on how it is wielded. Epictetus is reminder that people are not disturbed by things but by their judgments about things, encourages us to reflect on how we perceive and exercise the power we hold. When we view power as a responsibility rather than a privilege, it becomes a force for positive change, a means to uplift others, and a reflection of inner virtue. Observing how someone handles power not only reveals their character, but also challenges us to examine our own actions and intentions. The truest measure of character shines in these moments when our influence, however great or small, has the potential to either build or destroy power. then is more than a test. It is an opportunity to align our actions with our highest ideals. Those who use it with wisdom, humility, and empathy leave a legacy of trust and inspiration, embodying the best of what modern Stoicism offers in navigating both personal and professional relationships. By observing these behaviors in others and striving to emulate them ourselves, we not only better understand the nature of character, but also take a step toward becoming better versions of ourselves, capable of wielding power as a tool for growth, harmony, and service. Applying the 5 observations. Number 1. Assessing others. Understanding someone's true character isn't about their big stage gestures, but rather the quiet everyday moments that often go unnoticed. The Stoics teach us that consistent actions in these small routine interactions reveal far more than any isolated deed. Whether it's observing someone at work in social settings or during casual encounters, these patterns can provide powerful insights into their nature. So how can you use these moments to truly assess someone's character? Start by noticing how people treat those who can offer them nothing in return. Service, workers, custodians, or strangers on the street. A person who acknowledges others with gratitude, politeness, or even a small smile shows kindness and respect for humanity. In contrast, someone who dismisses or mistreats others in these situations often reveals arrogance or a lack of empathy. For example, a friend who consistently thanks waitstaff and engages with them kindly is more likely to be trustworthy than someone who habitually complains or acts entitled. Another way to gauge character is by observing how someone handles minor inconveniences. Imagine standing in a long line with them or facing a slight delay. Do they laugh it off and stay composed, or do they grow irritable and lash out? Stoicism teaches that emotional control is a hallmark of maturity, and those who can maintain their composure under small pressures often display resilience and self-awareness. Consider the last time someone lost their temper over a minor issue like slow internet. Did their reaction suggest they'd handle life's bigger challenges with grace? Workplaces also provide a revealing view of character. How does a colleague collaborate with others? Do they credit teammates, fairly communicate respectfully, and elevate the group, or do they dominate conversations and take credit for others' work? Those who engage with humility in general, are often dependable and self-aware, while those who undermine others or seek the spotlight expose insecurity and ego. Think about the type of person you'd want alongside you during a high-stakes project. Someone cooperative or someone self-serving. Social settings offer additional insights. A friend who shows up on time, listens actively, and engages in meaningful conversation signals respect and reliability. Contrast this with someone who frequently interrupts, seems distracted, or consistently arrives late. It often reflects a lack of consideration for others. These patterns observed over time reveal deeper truths about priorities and values. A friend who is fully present leaves you feeling valued, whereas someone glued to their phone during your time together may communicate that their attention lies elsewhere. Number 2. Personal growth. Personal growth. Personal growth is an inward journey of reflection and outward alignment, where understanding others becomes a mirror for self-improvement. The 5 Stoic-inspired principles: how we treat others, manage inconveniences, value time, act in private, and handle power, are not just tools for assessing others, but guideposts for becoming the best version of ourselves. Epicus wisely said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Growth begins with humility, the willingness to see ourselves as we are, and the courage to improve. These principles are timeless, yet profoundly relevant in modern life, where distractions and external pressures often pull us away from our true values. The first step is to evaluate how you treat people who cannot benefit you. Do you consistently offer kindness and respect to everyone regardless of their role or status? Small gestures like thanking a cashier or holding a door open might seem trivial, but they reveal deeper values. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," reminds us that the way we treat others reflects the mindset we cultivate. By fostering a habit of treating everyone with dignity, you not only strengthen relationships, but also build self-respect. knowing your actions align with your principles next. Next, consider how you handle life's small inconveniences, from traffic jams to long lines. These moments test patience and emotional resilience, revealing whether you control your reactions or let minor frustrations dominate your mood. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our perspective and response. As Seneca wrote, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it." Framing these challenges as opportunities to practice grace and mindfulness strengthens your ability to navigate larger difficulties with calm and composure. Time management is another key element of personal growth. Reflect on whether you honor commitments, arrive on time, and respect others' schedules. These actions build trust and demonstrate reliability, showing that you value not just your own time, but also that of others. If time management is an area of struggle, setting clear priorities and creating consistent routines can help you align your actions with your values. Marcus Aurelius's reminder, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think," underscores the importance of living intentionally, making the most of the time we have while respecting others' efforts. Private actions are perhaps the most authentic reflection of character. What you do when no one is watching reveals the values you truly live by. Do you act with integrity, honor commitments, and maintain honesty? Even when cutting corners might go unnoticed, these small, unseen choices lay the foundation for the person you are in public. And during larger challenges, Zeno of Sid's teaching that living in harmony with nature and reason requires consistency, urges us to align private behavior with public values, creating a life of authenticity and moral strength. How you handle power, no matter how small, speaks volumes about your growth. Power can appear in subtle forms, leading a team, influencing decisions, or guiding others. Do you use power to support and uplift, or let it inflate your ego? True leadership stems from humility and a commitment to serve others. Seneca's observation, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness," reminds us that the responsibility of power lies in self-discipline and empathy. Even small actions like giving credit where it's due or listening attentively demonstrate strong character and build trust. Personal growth is not about achieving perfection, but about making consistent progress. Epicus reminds us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This means embracing vulnerability and acknowledging flaws as a natural part of growth. By turning these observations inward, you create a framework for intentional self-improvement, where every act of kindness, moment of patience, and commitment to integrity brings you closer to your ideals. In modern Stoicism, the focus is on aligning actions with values, fostering resilience and rejecting the need for external validation. Each day presents opportunities to practice kindness, patience, honesty, and humility. These small choices shape not just who we are, but the environment we create for others. By committing to this path, you inspire those around you and cultivate a life of purpose, integrity, and fulfillment. Number 3. Leadership. Leadership is not just about managing tasks or achieving goals. It is, number 3, leadership. About shaping character, inspiring others, and creating an environment where people feel valued and empowered. The Stoic principles of respect, composure, time management, integrity, and the wise use of power form the foundation of true leadership. A leader's character is reflected not only in their accomplishments, but also in how they treat others, handle challenges, and uphold values when no one is watching. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wisely observed, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This timeless truth underscores the impact of a leader's inner discipline on their outer actions and influence. A great leader sets the tone for their team by demonstrating respect for everyone, regardless of position. Imagine a CEO who, after a company event, personally thanks the cleaning staff for their work. Such acts of humility and gratitude foster an atmosphere of mutual respect, inspiring others to follow suit. When leaders model this behavior, they cultivate a workplace culture where kind and collaboration thrive. On the other hand, a leader who overlooks the contributions of others or only shows respect to higher-ups sends a clear, damaging message about their priorities. Leadership is not about commanding respect, but about earning it through consistent, authentic actions that uplift others. The ability to remain composed during setbacks is another hallmark of exceptional leadership in any organization. Unexpected challenges such as deadlines or client rejections are inevitable. A leader who maintains their calm and focuses on solutions creates stability, empowering their team to stay motivated and resourceful. Picture a manager faced with a sudden project failure who reassures their team, identifies the lessons learned, and collaboratively crafts a new strategy. This approach diffuses stress and reinforces trust. Conversely, a leader who panics or reacts with frustration risks demoralizing their team, eroding their confidence and productivity. The Stoic secret lies in practicing emotional control. As Epicus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Time management, often overlooked, is one of the clearest indicators of a leader's discipline and respect for others. A leader who is consistently late, unprepared, or dismissive of others' time undermines their credibility and sets a poor example. In contrast, someone who honors commitments, prepares thoroughly, and ensures meetings are purposeful demonstrates accountability and respect for the team's efforts. Imagine a leader who starts meetings promptly, sticks to the agenda, and follows up on action items. Their behavior not only fosters efficiency, but also shows the team that their time is valued. When leaders value time, they cultivate a culture of discipline and reliability, creating a ripple effect throughout the organization. Integrity in private actions is another essential element of leadership. What a leader does when they think no one is watching speaks volumes about their character. Employees are remarkably perceptive, and they take cues from their leaders' behaviors, both seen and unseen. For instance, a leader who handles confidential information with care or credits team members for their ideas builds trust and loyalty. On the flip side, one who takes credit for others' work or bends ethical boundaries for personal gain destroys morale and credibility. As Seneca reminds us, a good character is the only guarantee of everlasting carefree happiness. Leaders who embody this principle earn the unwavering respect of their team. How a leader handles power reveals the essence of their character. Power is a tool that can either uplift or oppress. Depending on how it is wielded, a leader who empowers their team by delegating meaningful tasks, celebrating achievements, and mentoring individuals creates a thriving, innovative environment. Think of a leader who consistently recognizes their team's efforts during meetings or provides growth opportunities for those under their guidance. Such actions build trust and inspire commitment. Conversely, leaders who micromanage, hoard credit, or prioritize their own advancement create a toxic atmosphere that stifles creativity and breeds resentment. Stoic secrets remind us that power magnifies one's inner virtues or flaws. True leadership, as taught by the Stoics, is not about exercising authority, but about serving others with humility, empathy, and resilience. Leaders who apply these principles cultivate workplaces rooted in respect, integrity, and collaboration, where individuals are encouraged to grow and succeed. Ask yourself, how do you treat others when no one is watching? How do you react to setbacks, and how do you use your influence to inspire or discourage? By reflecting on these questions and embracing Stoic principles, you can not only lead with purpose, but also leave a lasting legacy of trust and empowerment. Leadership is not just a role, it is a responsibility to bring out the best in others while striving to be the best version of yourself. Number 4. Personal relationships. Personal relationships are at the heart of a fulfilling life, and they. Number 4. Personal relationships reveal much about our values and priorities. The way we interact with family, friends, or partners showcases our character, especially in everyday moments. According to Stoic philosophy, it's the consistent small acts, more than grand gestures, that create strong bonds and enduring trust. Mutual kindness, for instance, forms the foundation of any relationship. Consider a couple where one partner regularly acknowledges the other's efforts, like saying, "Thank you for a home-cooked meal," or helping with daily chores. Such actions may seem small, but they build emotional security over time. Similarly, in friendships, being consistently thoughtful and attentive, even during mundane moments, nurtures reliability and trust. How someone treats others whether it's a waiter, a cashier, or even a stranger, also offers a glimpse into their capacity for respect and empathy. Would you trust someone who's rude to a server to be considerate when things get tough in your relationship? Handling minor inconveniences together is another way to assess the health of a relationship. Life inevitably throws challenges our way, like a delayed flight, a misplaced item, or a stressful day at work. How do those close to you react in these moments? A friend who lightens the mood with humor, or a partner who stays calm during an argument, shows emotional stability and a commitment to the relationship. On the other hand, someone who lashes out or withdraws at the first sign of stress may struggle to maintain balance when larger issues arise. Picture this. You and a friend plan a road trip, but halfway through the car breaks down. One person jokes. Adventure starts now, while the other spirals into frustration. Which one would you trust to help weather life's ups and downs? Time management, too, plays a critical role in personal relationships. People who prioritize quality time, even when busy, demonstrate that they value and cherish their connections. Think of a partner who sets aside distractions to plan a meaningful date night, or a friend who consistently checks in with a heartfelt message despite their hectic schedule. These small acts of prioritization show that the relationship matters deeply to them. Conversely, someone who frequently cancels plans or arrives late without regard for others' feelings sends a different message that your time and perhaps the relationship may not hold much value to them. Do you make enough time for the people who matter in your life, or could your actions signal neglect even unintentionally? Integrity is another cornerstone of strong relationships. Trust is built through honesty and respect, even in private actions. For example, a friend who keeps your secrets, or a partner who fulfills promises, even when it would be easier not to, demonstrates reliability. On the contrary, gossiping about a friend or breaking a commitment undermines the trust necessary for a healthy bond. Imagine promising a partner you'll handle an important errand, then forgetting it entirely. Do you own up to the mistake and make amends, or do you shrug it off? Such moments, though small, define how much respect we hold for those we care about. Power dynamics within relationships also reveal character. Whether it's a friendship where one person has greater social influence or a romantic relationship where one partner handles more decisions. How these dynamics are managed says a lot. Someone who uses their position to manipulate or control others creates an unhealthy imbalance, but a person who approaches power with humility and fairness fosters mutual respect. Think about a friend who generously shares their resources without expecting anything in return, compared to someone who subtly leverages their advantages to dominate. Which type of relationship feels more balanced and secure? By observing and practicing these principles, you can cultivate deeper and more meaningful connections. Ask self, are your relationships rooted in kindness, patience, respect for time, integrity, and fairness? These values don't just strengthen the bonds you have with others, they inspire reciprocity, encouraging those around you to meet you with the same effort and care. Strong relationships thrive on mutual respect and shared effort, and they often reflect our ability to live in alignment with our ideals. The Stoic secrets to understanding and building these connections lie in recognizing patterns and actions rather than words, and striving to embody the values we wish to see in others. What kind of relationships are you nurturing, and what do they say about the person you are becoming? Number 5. Guiding future. Number 5. Guiding future generations. Generations teaching the next generation to embody strong values and principles is perhaps the greatest legacy we can leave behind, for it ensures that the ideals of integrity, resilience, and wisdom endure beyond our own lives. The 5 observations of character: how we treat others, manage inconveniences, value time, act with integrity, and handle power, serve as timeless guideposts for shaping young minds. By instilling these principles, we empower children and young adults to navigate life with empathy, self-discipline, and a moral compass that aligns with the teachings of modern Stoicism. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This sentiment captures the essence of leading by example, which is the cornerstone of teaching values to future generations. The journey begins with teaching kindness and fairness, values that lay the foundation for empathy and social awareness. Encourage children to treat everyone with respect, regardless of their role or relationship. Simple habits like saying please and thank you, offering help to a struggling peer, or including others in play are small acts that foster a lifelong habit of compassion. These lessons are absorbed most effectively when modeled by adults. For instance, when parents consistently treat service workers or neighbors with respect, children internalize these behaviors, understanding that kindness is not contingent on status or reward, but is a fundamental human value. As Seneca said, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness, a principle that young minds can carry into every interaction. Teaching resilience in the face of minor inconveniences is another critical aspect of preparing children for life's inevitable challenges. Whether it's losing a game, facing a delay, or dealing with disappointment, these moments provide opportunities to build patience and adaptability, guiding a child to stay calm and find solutions. When their toy breaks or a plan changes, teaches problem solving and emotional regulation. These small exercises prepare them for larger obstacles, reinforcing the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within their control. Epictetus is wisdom. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Becomes a practical tool they can use to maintain composure and perspective in both small and significant challenges. Time management and respect for commitments are equally important lessons. Teaching children to value their own time and that of others builds discipline, reliability, and accountability. Simple practices such as setting routines for schoolwork, chores, or extracurricular activities help instill habits that will serve them throughout their lives. Encouraging punctuality in the fulfillment of promises teaches them the import of honoring their word and respecting the efforts of others. Marcus Aurelius's reminder, "You could leave life right now, let that determine what you do and say and think," emphasizes the finite nature of time and the importance of using it wisely. A lesson that resonates deeply when shared with younger generations. Integrity, perhaps the most vital of all lessons, is best taught through both instruction and demonstration. Encouraging children to do the right thing, even when no one is watching, shapes their moral framework. Whether it's returning a found item, admitting a mistake, or standing up for what is right. These moments teach them that integrity is not about convenience, but about living consistently with their values. Praise for honesty and responsibility reinforces the idea that character is built on everyday choices. Zeno of Cumc, teaching well-being is realized by small steps, but it is no small thing, reminds us that even small acts of integrity accumulate into a life of moral excellence. Teaching children to handle power with humility and fairness ensures they grow into leaders who uplift others rather than dominate power. Can take many forms, from social influence among peers to leadership roles in school or community activities. Teaching them to use their strengths to support others, such as sharing toys, helping classmates, or including those who feel left out, nurtures empathy and fosters trust. Conversations about fairness and equality further prepare them to wield influence responsibly. In adulthood, Seneca's observation, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor," serves as a reminder that true strength lies in contentment and service, not in exerting dominance over others. By instilling these principles in the next generation, we prepare them to lead with integrity, face challenges with resilience, and contribute to their communities with wisdom and compassion. The 5 observations provide a practical, timeless framework for building character, ensuring that future generations are equipped to navigate the complexities of modern life with clarity and purpose. Modern Stoicism, with its emphasis on inner strength and ethical living, serves as both a philosophy and a guide for teaching young people to live meaningfully, leaving a legacy that reflects the best of our shared humanity. As we conclude, remember the 5 observations we've explored: how people treat conclusion, how to instantly see someone's true colors. Just look for these 5 signs. Stoicism. Others handle stress value. Time, act in private and manage power. These simple yet profound principles not only help us assess the character of those around us, but also guide us in becoming better versions of ourselves. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. So take these lessons from Stoicism and apply them to your daily life, whether in your personal growth, relationships, or leadership journey. How will you use these insights to shape your actions and mindset? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation together. If you found value in today's video, like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in your life for more insights to help you live with purpose and resilience. Music.